Hey Leo, how's it going? We are quickly approaching the final eclipse of March. So let's take a look and see what the energies are going to be bringing you. Ooh, what's going on here with the camera? Okay. All right, Leo. Okay, we have patience. Discover your life purpose. And at the bottom we have sadness. What's up with this camera? Luck. When I was shuffling the cards earlier, this card caught my eye, so I feel like it did really want to come out. At the bottom we have the Devil, which is Capricorn energy. You've been waiting for some kind of breakthrough, and I feel like it's getting ready to happen. There's something here that's getting ready to happen. Discover your life purpose. Yeah, there's like a karmic event, a destined event, but it's very much about divine timing. So nothing really for you to do. It's just sit back and wait for it. So yeah, there's good things coming for you. So just pretty much sit back and hold on. Okay, let's take a look at the Kipper. You have Privileged Lady, Adjudication, Change. Mature Woman. And we have Community. At the bottom we have Journey. Again, there is a sense of something moving along. For some of you, it could definitely be a court situation. If you're in some sort of lawsuit, legal issue, there looks to be, I feel like the female energy or the feminine energy looks to be victorious in this situation. So whether that be you or whatever the case is, that's what it feels like to me. It feels like family related, but let's see. Let me actually put these up here. No, that's not. That's better. Okay. All right, what about this Privileged Lady? Yeah. Didn't I just say, this is really annoying me. Let me just, all right, we'll just see how that works. I just said something about a victory, and then we get the Six of Wands. So that is the card of victory. So this Privileged Lady, somebody is, I don't know, winning something, winning a court case, winning, yeah, there's going to be some money. This could be some unexpected income coming toward you. I feel like this is you, look, moving along, something moving on. Being able to get past a difficult time, a difficult situation. Because remember in this deck here, at the bottom we had sadness. So there was this idea that you were stagnant in a situation. Maybe you went through some dark times, some sadness. Yeah, look, victim consciousness. We have pride. This kind of reminds me of Leo energy. So, something happened. I don't know exactly what. I mean, it's general reading, but you were going through something. And it just feels to me like you were trying to find your way again. And that looks to be like that's what's happening. Like you're getting your footing back. Something is finally going your way. And for some reason, I want to say like for a change. Look at this. There's money coming toward you. This is like everywhere. Money is coming. So whether it be through a court case or whatever, this could even be, I mean, it is tax season. It could even be some of you are getting like a big tax check. But we do have the 5 of Swords. So I just feel like it just feels to me like you are winning over someone. There's someone who was against you and you are victorious over them. Look, someone is going to have to pay you. There's some kind of like division of assets, perhaps. Look, this is a family situation. There could be a King of Cups involvement, a Cancer, a Pisces, a Scorpio. Yeah, there's 7 of Wands. So it's like you had to stand up to someone. This could be a father figure of sorts, the father in a family. But whatever it was, like you were not satisfied and you had to stand up for yourself to get your fair share. And that looks like that's what's going to happen. We saw the Star card there, so this is you getting your wish fulfilled. What's this Judication? So there's going to be a ruling in your favor. Whether this be in the court of law or just spiritually, there has been a ruling in your favor. The Tower. This is happening very sudden, out of nowhere, seemingly out of nowhere. But for you, it's like you've been waiting. Feels like forever. And before you know it, it's just going to happen. Out of the blue. This is in divine timing. Queen of Swords. Yeah, someone is making this decision, or this could be a sudden truth that is revealed. We have the Magician at the bottom. Someone could see right through someone. Right through someone's lies, maybe, or deceit or illusion. As I say, illusion. Look what comes out. The 7 of Cups and the 10 of Wands. I feel like somebody's lies or illusion are just too much to keep up. They cannot keep it up anymore. Look, again, the Page of Pentacles. And this is the culmination, the finalization of a situation that ends in somebody having to pay some money out. And I feel like they're paying it out to you. Change. Yeah. There's finally an agreement. You may have been in some sort of like negotiation. This could be a mediation. If it's like a legal situation, you could have been involved in a mediation that is finally reaching a settlement. You have the Moon. Hermit. 9 of Pentacles. 2 9s here. So again, 2 9, something, and And the change is number 9 as well. So nines mean that there's something almost reaching its end. And that being right at the center of the reading, I do feel that very strongly. There's something there's a change that is getting ready to happen that will move a situation along, that will lead to some sort of agreement, a settlement. But this involves some kind of like truth. You see how the hermit is looking at this Queen of Swords? So it's like, I feel like maybe two people in power, or two people of high authority. This could be like a judge and a lawyer, something like that. I feel like uncover some truth. Or in conversation. I don't know. There's something here is revealed. Page of Wands. Yeah, conversation. I just said conversation. That leads to an ending. Whoa. Wow, look at what came out. The 9 of Swords and the 10 of Swords. Queen of Cups. Pisces. There's a Pisces energy here. Or a woman. It doesn't have to be a Pisces. I feel like there's somebody here who's very intuitive. A female energy. Very intuitive person. There's someone who's very stressed around you. Or this could be you. You may have been very stressed, maybe suffering from insomnia. This situation, this issue could have been causing you a lot of stress. I'm going to put these back because I don't want 2 cards. Let's see what comes up. But this situation's about to change. Look, that Queen of Cups keeps wanting to come out. 5 of Swords. So this could have been someone who you were at odds with, who could have been like your arch nemesis or something. Look, Chariot. So maybe a Cancerian. Yeah, look. Chariot, 7 of Wands and the 5 of Swords. It's very, I'm getting like war energy from this. Someone charging at you. Could be a Cancerian. This could be someone at a distance from your past. And then we have the Justice card. The Moon, again, Cancerian energy. And then there's you. Okay. Mature woman. Whoa. The 4 of Swords. There could be a mature woman in your life who may experience some health issues. Chariot again. Cancerian. I'm getting health concern. I don't know. Maybe you might be getting news about this. This could be something that is unknown at this time. But it could be something that may be discovered. And it could be very concerning. This could be a doctor revealing some concerning news about a mature woman. A health concern. Could be a Cancerian. It's pretty specific, but that's what I'm seeing. We have the 8 of Pentacles. Knight of Wands. I'm seeing like repetitive action, someone doing something over and over again. It's seemingly like impulsive, but repetitive. I want to say like compulsive actions. It's like they can't help themselves but to continue to do this. How do I explain this? It's kind of like I don't know, like a nervous tick, you know, where it's like impulsive. It's very in the moment, but it's very repetitive, and someone can't help themselves but to do this, and it's very detrimental, I guess, to their health. I don't know what this is. It's very quick. It's very, I don't know, weird. Look at this. This keeps wanting to come out, this Chariot. Someone speeds. Someone likes to speed when they drive. I don't know if somebody you know drives like Uber or DoorDash or something like that, because it could be like a job, like something they do on the day-to-day. So again, repetitive, and they know that they should not do this. They know that they're not supposed to speed, but so I don't know. I almost don't want to say. I don't know if somebody might, I don't know, maybe somebody might be getting into an accident or something. I don't like saying things like that. I don't even want to say that. What's community? King of Cups. Ten of Cups. A father in a family. The Star. The Sun. Okay. This is very, like, amazing here. Look, and even the Ten of Cups is at the bottom. I'm actually going to pull one more for each of these. Or maybe not. Well, yeah, let's just do Judgment here for the privileged lady. This privileged lady, I feel this privileged lady is you, whether you're a man or a woman. It's just an energy. But whatever it is that you're receiving, it's like you're receiving good karma. This is something that has been long in coming. And it goes with whatever it is here, the sudden truth. There's like a sudden announcement, a truth, something that's coming to light that is going to move this situation along. Again, adjudication. One more for adjudication. Nine of Cups. Yeah. It's going to bring you satisfaction. It's almost like you're being vindicated. This truth that's coming out. The Devil. We saw the Devil at the bottom, didn't we? So you may be dealing with a Capricorn, or I feel like there were people around you who wanted to manipulate you or had been manipulating you via your emotions. I don't know. There must be like a Cancerian energy that is very prominent in a lot of you, for a lot of you, because it just keeps coming up. I don't know. Change. Whoa, 2 cards now. Okay, we have the Seven of Cups again. Yeah, so you see here we have the Queen of Swords with the Seven of Cups, and here we have the Hermit with the Seven of Cups. So it's like there's these conversations taking place about whatever these illusions were, this truth that's coming out. And then here you are. I feel like there were people in your family that either rejected you or you rejected them. I'm hearing like time heals all wounds. There's something about 7 years. This could have been like a 7-year cycle that is coming to an end. Maybe this eclipse is bringing a 7-year cycle to an end. But this Queen of Cups has something to do with it, because these conversations, the Seven of Cups, the conversations between, I don't know, it's like conversations perhaps about this Queen of Cups and the illusions, the deception. I feel like there's deception involved here. Maybe there's people were talking about you or spreading lies, rumors. But there, whatever truth is coming out here, it's like you're being vindicated. And there's something about this Cancerian. I feel like it's a female energy. But, you know, take it however it resonates. It doesn't have to be. It's just the Chariot keeps coming out. Let's see. Two of Cups. See, now we have the Two of Cups here. Five of Cups. Ooh. So, okay. So this truth that's coming out is exposing this person. It could, you know, like I said, this Cancerian, or it could be a mother figure or someone who's very intuitive, someone who perhaps in the past, if it's not a Cancerian, which I feel for a lot of you it is, or it could just be somebody who was very nurturing or caring, or you had a very loving relationship with in the past, who I feel betrayed you in some way, shape, or form. I feel this person betrayed you. They worked with another person. So they didn't work alone. And this truth coming out, I feel like they never thought that this would be revealed. And the fact that it's all coming to light, they are very much in their head about this. They're very regretful about this betrayal. But I honestly, you have to ask yourself, like, would they be this regretful had the truth not come out? Had they gotten away with it, would they be snickering, you know, in a corner somewhere? Because it looks to me that they're only regretful because the truth has come out. Somebody has outed them. Somebody has revealed this truth. You know, this King of Swords figured this out, or this Hermit, or this Queen of Swords, whoever this is. And now they're all worried about it, and because now it's affecting them and whoever it is that they came into an agreement with to do this to you. Now they're having to backtrack and you know, make this right. Yeah, here's that victory. You end up with a victory. And you will never trust these people again. So here you are. You're being vindicated. You end up happy. You end up with your dreams coming true. I feel like the universe puts you on the right track. Your emotions are being healed. There's some wounds I'm getting here that are being healed, because we do have the star here, so there is healing. I see you being happy, even though, yeah, you're not going to trust them again. But it's making you stronger, and it has made you stronger. So it's not like they broke you in any way. No. This has made you stronger. This didn't take away your ability to love in any way, shape, or form. This actually enhanced that ability. It made you be able to love in a pure way. Because in the past, it may have been, not that you didn't know how to love, but it may have been done in an unhealthy way, maybe in a codependent way, or, whatever the case was, only you know. But you have overcome some of those issues in many ways, okay? Because we have the Six of Wands here twice. So, yeah. Wow. Let's see. Let's do some moonology. What other messages for Leo? I can't help but because with this community here, the way that the cards are stacked, I feel like there's an ancestor here, whether it be a passed on father, grandfather. I feel like there's a passed on ancestor that's very proud of you for how you made it through on this journey, because it wasn't easy. It was actually very grueling, very painful, but you made it through on the other side, and in a very just respectable way, in a very graceful way. And there's someone who has already passed on, who's very proud of you. So you need to know that. Look at that. The end of a tough cycle approaches. Yeah. That is what we have been discussing this whole time. Okay, so communication is key. Let's see. New moon in Gemini. That's actually number 46, or page 46, which reduces to a 10, which is, again, completion. So, yeah. A successful relationship usually comes down to one thing: communication. And the new moon in Gemini card is all about the start of a new cycle of communication with the person at the center of your question. Talking things through is the answer to whatever it is you're asking about. If you can't talk to the person, you can journal about it to yourself. Emails, text messages, and all other forms of communication will also help you now. If the issue you're asking about concerns a sibling or neighbor, there's a new start coming, a time to wipe the slate clean and start over. This card could also suggest you've been too frivolous lately and need to get grounded again. But most importantly, drawing this card emphasizes the need to communicate. Write a list of all the people you love most and see if you're prioritizing them. Additional meanings. Time to tell someone how you feel. Don't be all in your head and not in your heart. Someone is flirting with you. Read more books. All right, Leo. I don't know. Maybe in the past you kept too many things to yourself. You didn't really express what you needed to express in the moment. And it was just too late. You let people, I don't know, perhaps step all over you, or just get away with too much. Because, and that's not to say that you allow that across the board with everyone. I feel like this is more guided toward people that you have a strong emotional attachment to, because that's kind of what I'm picking up on, that whatever happened here, and that's probably what hurts most, is that whatever happened here happened with people who you loved most, people that you were closest to. And so you didn't really expect it, but it happened. And so that's where you need to be most careful, maybe, is knowing where to draw those boundaries with those people. Because just because you care for them, just because you love them, doesn't mean that those people are going to be considerate enough to have healthy boundaries with you. And so it's your responsibility to create those and to enforce them, not just create them, but enforce them. In order to continue to keep those relationships as healthy as possible and maintain them. So I hope this was helpful, Leo. Thank you for listening, and I will see you guys soon. If you're interested in a private reading, contact me at eyesofthestarstarot@gmail.com. All the information is at the description box below. Bye.